What is going on, guys? It is Wednesday. We are a little off on time as always, but we have a special co-host that's going to come in right now, and I'm just gonna hold him back just for a little bit because I know he's bursting at the seams, wanting to come on. But to tell you also, guys, that I know it looks a little. We're going back to basics right now, and it's because we got LA Comic Con coming up, so I'm kind of leaving a lot of stuff. I left a lot of stuff at home so we could so I don't forget anything up here because I'm here at work, obviously, and you remember the background. It's the old background and all that stuff. But we are going to have a fun show tonight because we do have a special co-host. Our regular co-host, he's trying to fix some technical issues, so I'm going to bring which is James. Where are you? There we go.
Hey!
It's James. Distance nerding. What's
Hey,
going
it's
on?
not I'm not just in the chat for once. You guys are listening to me. This is great. I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, let's get this
Yep.
straight. Okay.
Yes.
We invite you quite a bit. Like there's been several times we've invited you, and you're like, "Oh, I can't," or "No, I just want to stay in the chat." So I leave you there.
Wow. So that's all a lie. So I appreciate that, but I'm excited to be here. Either way, I'm here. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm going to try not to talk smack about you. Your hair looks great.
Hey, you know what? It's fine. Talk smack. I mean, right now David is kind of offline. Hopefully he can jump in, but he's usually the one that talks smack. But it's always nice to have like I don't want to say a rival podcast because we're not rivals. We came in
What?
together, but
I thought we were friends, bro.
well, that's what I'm saying. We're friends. We're friends. We're coming together. Let's see. We're one. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe rivals. Let's go with rivals.
When we say rivals, it kind of puts a little bit more, and people are like, "Oh man, these guys are teaming up." It's like freaking Green Lantern and Superman, or freaking I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm Superman and you're like you're Plastic Man, something like that. If I'm Green
Yeah.
Lantern, that makes you Green Arrow. Right?
Wow, that hurts. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah,
Yeah. That's
never
pretty
mind.
much how it goes.
Guys, it's been a great show. You guys, we'll see you later.
Come on, we got a lot to get through, man. There's Comic-Cons coming up. I thought we were done with Comic-Con season, but oh my, Comic-Con season is just ramping up.
It, you know, this is what we always say that for us at the Geek Saga, that this is the last one for the year. So this is our big one. This is the big one that we're in a booth and we're live streaming from there. So for us, it's huge. I know that you and freaking Philippe have been all over the place with all the different what do you got, not podcasts, but all the conventions you guys have been doing, which is awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, we go to five or six different states here on the West Coast to host Comic-Cons. But you're right, LA Comic-Con, we're about to talk about LA Comic-Con. It's upon us and it's super exciting. This is nice because since we're not hosting a con, we get to go enjoy the con. We get to go cover it as media, attend as guests. So it's going to be so much fun.
It is. And this one, I mean, shoot, man, they keep adding more things, adding more people to it. I'm like, holy crap, this is going to be actually really good. We're going to see everybody at a distance, but it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, but I really like the LA Comic-Con setup with that main stage on the exhibit floor. Every time I go to another Comic-Con that's not like that, it kind of bumps me up because there's something about the energy that comes with the stage being right on the floor, seeing all the people, all the attendees, all the vendors, all at the same time, and then we're all kind of having a shared experience, seeing, whoever's on stage, whether it's, Giancarlo Esposito or Ming Na Wen or, whoever it may be. It's kind of awesome. I kind of dig that.
Yeah, and that's what I do like about it. It's like, okay, I get it. Over at San Diego, you got the Hall H.
Yeah.
And you got to stand in that long line to be able to get in there. If you're lucky that you're part of that group of whoever's been sleeping overnight or whatever to get into there. But
Right.
LA, they're all right there.
It's all right there. You can shop and listen to Elizabeth Olsen do her panel. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that's really cool.
that's I think, yeah, I really think that's like one of the best things too, that we get to do that. I don't have to stop and lose part of my day because I
Yeah.
wanted to see so and so. I could just walk by and be like, oh, look at that. Oh, cool. And then, like you said, keep going down the aisle and I could still hear them talking about whatever the experience that they had. And haha, it's great. You know,
Yeah, and not to say that LA Comic Con is small. It's huge.
it's
There's
huge. Yeah.
upstairs, downstairs, the front area, the whole separate thing across the street with the gaming area and the activation area. I think it was like a horror
Hmm.
Halloween one last year. Uh, it's huge,
Yeah.
but like putting the panels right on the floor, it feels like you don't miss out. I always feel like when I go to like a bigger show, there I'm always sacrificing. Like if I want to go see this panel, I'm going to sacrifice being in line and getting, stuff from exhibitors or vice versa,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So I kind of dig LA Comic Con.
Yeah. And well, I mean, for us, or for me, it's in my hometown. So I'm at home. It's cool. And I get to go home after the con, maybe exhausted, burnt
Hmm.
out, whatever, but I get to go home, which is, really a nice thing too for me.
That's
So,
awesome. Do you have a couch at home?
um, I have folding chairs.
Hmm.
So,
That works. Hey, it's gonna save us hundreds of dollars. So
yeah.
take it.
Well,
Did I just invite ourselves over to your house?
you know what? I can definitely, I can fit you, but I don't know if our good pal Philippe's head can fit through my
I don't think
door.
we can fit young Phil's ego through the door.
No,
That's why he upgraded to a truck so he can fit it in the back
his
because it
head
just
fits. It lays in the back bed. There
yes.
is no roof to the truck. That's how he drives.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to LA Comic Con. I don't know if you've looked at the lineup lately, but we mentioned Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany, Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio. Oh my gosh, so good. Kristen Ritter is going to be there as well. Huge Marvel, like
Yeah.
MCU Marvel presence is going to be there. David Tennant, Bryce Dallas
But
Howard. Oh my gosh, so good.
what but what's awesome is that, like, okay, yes, we do have a large um freaking MCU presence, but
Hmm.
they also are going to have a Doctor Who presence there because you mentioned
David Tennant.
David Tennant, Billy Piper, who is the slated as Doctor Who to come. You've
Mm.
got oh my god, now I'm drawing a blank on who homegirl that was in it also. She played, well, she was one of the companions also. But there's several of them that are going to be, and it's going to be a Doctor Who panel that'll be
Oh,
there.
that's cool.
So I'm really excited about that. But I don't think I'm going to get as lucky as I did last year with my industry pass
Mm.
because I smiled and I just, hey, what's up? And I got an industry pass.
Oh, nice. Look at
This
you.
year, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. And Darren also was like, hey, so um, you going to be able to get an industry pass? I was like, I have no idea. He's like, you should just bring your old one and say, this is what they gave me last year. It's like,
Does that work? Oh, Darren. Shout out to
I
Project Wish Upon a Star.
yeah. And we should, as we're starting out, actually mention Project Wish because they've been gracious enough for the third year in a row to allow us to be in their booth. And
That's
about
awesome.
this year is it is, and we love, and you mentioned you've known them for 10 years, which you've known them forever. And um and yeah, I know they let us in, but again, I smiled and
Hey, industry pass. Yeah, Darren and Veronica from Project Wish Upon a Star, they're amazing. They have such a good cause. They help out kids with cancer or terminally ill kids. Give them a Comic-Con, a VIP experience that nobody gets. Like the what they do and what they arrange is amazing when they bring one of their project heroes to a Comic-Con. I've been with them when they've brought in uh, a young project hero to LA Comic-Con, to Silicon up here in Northern California, and the amount of love that they get, all these vendors and artists and celebrities and the con itself, what they give to these kids that just get like an afternoon out and experiencing in Comic-Con, it blows my mind how well they treat these kids. And it's amazing. And to see these kids light up and all the stuff they get. But what's really cool is these kids' families. I've seen so many tears come down the mothers and dads' faces. It's so cool watching these kids' lives be touched like this. So shout out to Project Wish Upon a Star.
Well, this year they actually have another little hero that's
Mhm.
going to be coming out, and it's a 5-year-old,
Aw,
and they're really excited to have him. It's going to be him and his whole family. So
awesome.
we're going to definitely try our best to get them as close to, especially the Marvel crew,
Mhm.
as possible. Again, I'm probably going to put on my baby Gap T-shirt and just walk up and be all like, "What's up?" and see if I can get somebody to help us out. I don't know if that's going to work.
You just stick with Project Wish Upon a Star, and they make dreams come true, even for the little kid in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
They'll take care of
that's
you.
what I'm excited about. But what's cool is that they have legendary freaking animator um, Willie Ito, who actually was part of the Lady and the Tramp, especially the famous scene where the Lady and the Tramp are eating the spaghetti. He
Yeah.
helped with that animation. He's worked
Oh,
on several Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and he actually helped to develop the Hong Kong Fooey dog and a lot of the main characters for the show. Um,
oh, that's cool.
yeah, so
Hong Kong Fooey, #1 super guy. It's amazing.
I didn't even know the theme song. I was just gonna, be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do know the name of the guy that actually voiced him, which was Scatman Carruthers. Actually
Mhm.
voiced Hong Kong Fooey. So I know something.
There you
But
go.
he's going to be in the booth, and then also I want to mention the other person that's going to be in the booth, but I forgot his name. Which
Are
he
you
played.
You're not giving away secrets, right? We're not
No, I'm
like
not giving away any
okay,
secrets.
okay.
Not by any means am I giving away secrets. Because this is stuff that I had spoken to Darren that I was like, hey, I'm going to mention as much as I can about the booth and everything. They're going to have special prizes that they're going to be selling, which is a cereal box, and inside will be some like gifts or toys or I forgot what they're stuffing in there, but they're going to have those things for sale, which obviously all proceeds go to Project Wish Upon a Star. It's really cool what they've got planned, and also we're going to have a Flintstones mobile in the
Oh,
booth,
wow. That's so
and that's where
cool.
we're going to be sitting inside it and recording from the Flintstone mobile.
Oh, that's great. You gotta take
Yeah,
some pictures of that. That's awesome.
so I'm really excited about that. Been working on that along with Darren. So that's some of the things that are coming to LA Comic Con with us. Obviously, we're going to have games. As far as the Geek Saga, we will be playing several games over the weekend where everybody that comes out can win a prize, whether it's a small prize or a big prize. It depends on how well you guys do on the games, obviously. And hopefully we can do some raffles. I'm kind of trying to pull together some more prizes for the weekend, but we've got a lot of stuff going on for all 3 days. So you guys want to stop by the booth, do that, not only to help out Project Wish Upon Star and purchase some of their cereal boxes, but also come say hi to us. James,
I think it's gonna be real quick before you said booth, and I was just looking at their Instagram. I think it's booth 866.
yes, it
So
is
when
booth
you go check out
866.
the map, when you get to LA Comic Con booth 866, it's one of the biggest booths that LA Comic Con's gonna have. It's like 20 by 20. It's the size of
Yeah.
like 4 booths put together, but it's usually set up so it's all the way around. It's super cool, and there's usually like a big theme. So it's
Mhm.
good, like what you said. It's going to be Hanna-Barbera, like
It's
Saturday morning
actually
cartoons.
it's Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah,
That is our themes. So
it's awesome.
a lot of our games are going to be themed towards Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, that's
So
great.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to just make it through the weekend because, dude, you know because of all the cons you've done
Hmm.
what it takes to make it through some of these things, and it's brutal.
Oh yeah.
Like no joke, like full 100% brutal. I even took an extra couple days off after work after the con because I'm gonna need it.
Because you're old. Is that what you're old?
No,
Well,
not
they'll
because I'm
give you
old.
wheelchair access. That's great.
You
You
know
know.
what? It's not because I'm old. It's because it's rough.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah, that too. It's rough on
Wow.
the old people. You're right. You're right. It is.
Okay, you know what? The last con that we went to with you guys, where you were present, you even said you were exhausted,
Yeah. And
and that
again,
was Silver Con.
we talked about it the second time. LA Comic Con is a big con. It's the entire Los Angeles Convention Center. You
Yeah,
know, it crosses over the street. It's two different. You know, I think the first year I didn't even know there was a second building because I thought it was just, oh, this is a lot of space, and then I just kind of wandered through the panels into the next. I'm like, what is this area? And there was a whole other gaming expo that was part of LA Comic Con. It's crazy. So much going on.
there's a lot. And this year they're doing a Ultraman, like a huge thing for Ultraman,
Yeah,
and they're supposed to
Ultraman
have a
Omega
giant,
is coming.
yeah, and they're supposed to have a giant, huge Ultraman outside of the building. So
Mhm.
I think they said it's like 130 feet tall or something like that, like something ginormous.
Yeah, it's
So
nuts. I was reading
I,
that press release. I'm like, what? Okay, let's do this.
yeah,
I like it.
I'm excited because I do like Ultraman. But what we want to talk about tonight, and this is what we're focusing solely on because we both of us have experience in at cons,
Hmm.
and I may have a little bit more experience than James,
Because you're
but
older
it's because I'm sexy. All right, I've
and
gotten
older
into probably more. It's not
and much,
because
much
I'm
older. Older.
so. Anyways, what we're going to talk about tonight is, let me just go right into the segment because James is going to just keep saying older. So, anyways, here we go with.
Guys, just scoping your civilian wardrobe. Pretty cool, huh? Take this. It could save your life.
All right, guys. So, of course, because it is the Geek Saga, I'm going to say attention, and we're going to be talking about the Comic-Con Survival Guide. This is the Field Manual Edition, so we're going to call it FM0925. It's the first of its kind, and we're going to give it to you guys here. So, all right, troops, listen up. Con season is not quite over. And if you're not prepared for this last con, no matter how many cons you've gone to, you're going to be MIA, and that's not a Funko Pop on the release day. So you're going to be MIA of the fast. Oh, see, I blew that. I was going good. I was rolling. Consider this your official survival guide, straight out of the Geek Saga Field Manual. So we're going to go GSFM, guys. All right, you like it? You like it? I
This is
like it
good.
too.
Yeah, I need this.
Everybody should have one of these because I mean, if we don't, then we're going to kind of get lost out there. But let me bring up the field manual now. All right, guys. So we're going to start off with your mission gear loadout. So you're packing this. That's what we like to call it over here in the military. And I know James is a civilian, so he's going to be learning some of these terms
Hoorah!
tonight.
Right?
That was
No. Sorry, I apologize. I don't.
no, hoorah is right for us, but it just wasn't. Yeah. So I'll let it slide because obviously James has been around Philip, and he knows kind of some of the lingo.
Not
But
not as much as you've been around since you're older. But yes.
well, we're going to start. You know what? When I see you, James,
All
big hug. Yeah.
right,
Well,
walk
we
me
want
through my mission gear list.
okay, so your mission gear loadout. This is what we need to start off because as we obviously go to the cons, we have a lot of vendors that we're going to go to. So what are we going to end up picking up? James?
The first thing on the list, your rucksack, your day pack.
Your tactical bag for the operation. So we're going to pick that thing up because obviously we're going to be buying souvenirs. We're going to be buying all kinds of stuff. Isn't that right, James?
Oh, we're
I know
gonna
you
buy
buy
a ton of stuff. Here's the kicker though. Don't bring a little what are those little bags that Funko makes? Don't bring one of those little backpacks.
Oh,
It's
those
got to be a
lounge
big
fly ones. Yeah,
lounge
no.
fly. Like shout out to lounge fly, but you need like 17 lounge fly bags if you're going to bring lounge fly bags. Something big, something you can carry a lot of stuff. You're going to have a lot we're going to run through. So that's even before you even bought anything. So be prepared.
But here's the other thing, guys. When you guys go to these cons, I get it. Sometimes you see those people walking around with those what looks like a backpack, but it's like a giant bag. And everybody has to go find where these people got these things. You know, usually they're giving them out, handing them out. Don't use that. Those things suck. It's going to hurt your back and it's going to start dragging to the floor. They're just annoying. So don't bother. I've got like a bazillion of these things because I was one of those. Although I did keep my Doctor Who one the year that there was a lot of Doctor Who stuff. So there you go.
Okay. All right.
Next,
So you don't
next we want to talk
are you
about.
saying we need like a military grade backpack, or you're just something like big, like a JanSport type thing?
Well, if you guys really know what military grade stuff is, I'd rather go with the Jam Sport.
All right. Okay. All right.
Don't anything that says military grade, it falls apart.
Okay. All right.
All right. So next we've got your hydration system. So what we're talking about when it comes to a hydration system, at least for us, we talk about a Camelback, not the canteens. Those things are out. Those are old. But for you guys, we're going to go with a refill, you know, basically your Hydro Flask or whatever you basic. I'm not going to finish that. Yeah.
Some kind of water bottle that you can reuse, stainless steel. And if I remember correctly, they have water filling stations at the LA Convention Center.
Yeah. They've got quite a few of those all over the actual convention center. There's some that are inside the main hall where we are at, usually by the bathroom, because that's where the water fountains are. So a dehydrated geek, we don't want to see dehydrated geeks. That's bad.
Nothing's uglier than a dehydrated nerd. It's not pretty.
It's not. I mean, they're already.
Yeah.
Anyways. Next, we need inside your pack is freaking rations. We don't want you to get an MRE. Don't look for the MREs. MREs suck. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, they do suck. They really do. Maybe we'll do a whole class. James, you know what? Maybe we should do a whole class on like sprucing up an MRE, and I'll teach you how to do that. Because
I like that. Okay, all right. Chef Eugene, I get
it. Field Chef Eugene. That's a whole different story. But like if you're one of them, tree hugger type people, granola bars, they're great. If you're a meat eater, beef jerky's great. But James, have you ever noticed like when you eat beef jerky, like you can't just take a few pieces, you end up finishing a whole bag for some reason.
Yeah. You get hair growing on your chest. That's great. More beef jerky. That's what I say.
Well, it's not just hair on the chest. You get hair in other places too, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Just gross.
But when I saw this note that you put on here, like some rations, granola bars, and beef jerky and whatnot, I was like, that's such a good idea because before you know it, when you're at a con, all of a sudden it kicks in and you're hungry. Yep. And they'll have food there. They're going to have a whole thing of food trucks and some kind of cafeteria type, vending area at LA Comic-Con. But think how expensive things are when you're at LA Comic-Con. And I remember, as much as I love like enjoying food trucks and that experience, so is everybody else. I sat in that line for like an hour waiting to get to a food truck. So do yourself a favor, bring some snacks.
Well, last year, what I did was I left the con and literally walked down the street and found a Subway
Oh,
because
there you go.
it's just like James said. I love food trucks, but they kick up the prices when they're at the con, and it kind of sucks. And then you're also in line with all the other couple thousand people all at the same time. So this is a great idea for the con itself. Is definitely pack some snacks. If you can, pack even stuff just at your car. I mean, no joke. You can come in and out of the freaking con, so you can go to your car, eat some chow, come back. Like I said, chow lines are long, and you don't want to get caught hungry because that's usually what happens with me when I'm at these things. Next, another thing, because everybody's on their phone, and this is what I see at the cons. Oh my God, this is so great. I'm here at LA Comic Con, and you end up killing your battery. So, power supply, guys, portable, chargeable. What, you laughing at me?
Your selfie game is on point, and I was
It was on
admiring
point,
it.
right? Come
Yeah,
on.
it was really good.
So, a
I'd
portable
follow you on
charger.
Instagram.
But that's why I do this, because I got the face for
Yeah.
radio. But portable charger equals your lifeline for comms and selfies. Again, selfies. James, tell me, how many times have you been at a con and you may not be doing the selfies, but you are recording? And how often does your battery
I'll be honest. I've made the mistake of not bringing a power supply, and I've run out of battery by like 3 p.m. And you know what sucks about that is not that we're taking selfies, we're taking video, doing everything, which is great, but then everything's on your phone. Like if you need to buy something and you have Apple Pay on your phone, or if you're like, what panel do I want to go see, and your phone's dead, you're kind of lost.
Yeah.
Lost in the Comic-Con wilderness without a compass. And that compass is your phone.
I was
So
gonna
say
say
definitely bring a
Jesus,
power
but
supply.
okay, yeah.
All right. Well, you be you.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, there's so many power supplies nowadays that you can get everything from a small, and it looks literally like a little lipstick. If you guys know what lipsticks look like, looks like a little lipstick thing.
Yeah, you do.
I do not. Okay, I don't wear lipstick. But anyways, they've got tons of different choices out there that you can get, and I mean, there's everything from as cheap as like $10 to as expensive as $60.
Yeah.
But it'll get your battery going for the rest of the day. So that's what you want to do. What is going on, Chelsea, over there at Instagram?
What up,
you gotta
Chelsea?
listen. I know that you're going to Comic-Con, so listen up. Here's your survival guide.
Well, what if she has some tips? What if they got some tips? Throw them in the chat. Let's check it out.
Anybody has some tips? Let's go. Let's have
but definitely the power supply. I've needed that more than once, and the power supply that you can put in your pocket but still have your phone connected to and still like be on the go is so important. I've seen so many people like searching for wall plugs, to plug their phone into, which is like, okay, that does it. But then you're sitting against the wall while the entire con is happening in front of you, and you can't move 3 feet away to leave your phone. So,
but I get a little scared about the ones that are in your pocket, because I've seen so many things where it's like it overheated and blows up, or it's hot.
My pocket gets hot, just in general. You know what I mean?
I don't need something hot next to something that's already going to be sweating.
Cold and old.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Chelsea said over there that she has 2 chargers when she goes. And yes, she's excited. She's bringing snacks so she can spend less on food. Yeah, see, there we go.
I think Chelsea needs to be in this. This is smart. Chelsea's smart.
Yeah, she should be, but she's not ready. I guess are you not ready? You need to come on the show. All right, next we're going to move on to, which is very important. And I mean this. I really mean this. And I'm going to try to be as nice as possible. Which is Sanitation kit. Field sanitation. Yes. Funk is the enemy.
Oh, it's so true.
Okay. So as you see right there, it says hand sanitizer, deodorant, and wipes. But what do you guys all see on that screen right there?
I see
Mhm.
deodorant from the 1980s is what I see. I don't know where you got this picture, but
These are what do you mean? These are deodorants that are still around.
this
Like,
is from like an ad from like a Lucky grocery store that went out of business in 97.
okay, first of all, the one that's kind of curving, that's from a YouTube video that's like a year or two old.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
So,
Sure.
but what I'm telling you guys, please, please. And I actually today, somebody here at work had a great idea, and that was to get some travel size deodorants, slap a Geek Saga sticker on it, and hand those bad boys out.
Oh, there you go. They'd be gone in the first 20 minutes.
They would be. Because, oh man, James, I mean, you know how all these cons, I don't know what it is.
Well, I'll get. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm Filipino, and we don't get as funky as some other people out there. So like, I understand day 1, maybe day 2, but day 3, it's real funky up in there. So you definitely need deodorant. Got to keep it handy. Wipes
Yeah.
is actually a really good idea because a lot of times you get a little sweaty. You got to do something. You got to, get the funk off you that
Yeah.
touches your skin. Yeah, definitely.
Look, speaking from experience, not just from con experience, because obviously that's what we're talking about, but I'm talking from like field experience where I'm in the field for days at a time. I'm not talking like, oh, 1 day, 2 days, depending on how hot it is or what I've been doing that day. Sometimes we do have to wipe ourselves down. Baby wipes become like life for us. Hitting hot spots and hit the hot spots because boy, whoo!
Taking care of your baby parts. Yeah.
Yes. Let's take care of those. So guys, please, and I don't mean to point out just mainly guys, but there are some of you girls out there.
Mm-hmm.
Please carry extra deodorant. If not, come by the booth. I may have some travel size with the sticker on it.
Yeah. Funk does not care about gender. It doesn't care about race. Funk is just going to come for everyone.
Yep. And Chelsea said you can find her. She'll have baby wipes if you need it. She's a mom. She's always got them. So
Smart.
All right. Moving on to the next section that we are going to go into, although this is probably the most important right here, sanitation. We're going to move on. We're moving on to uniform cosplay. Oh, did I skip some? Where's my? I did. I've skipped a whole slide. Wow, I feel bad.
I have uniform and cosplay as my next piece.
No.
Let's run through it.
I had that pens, Sharpies and pens, field note kits. That was why I had that funky looking chick on there because
that was like the first slide or the second slide. But that's a good idea because just to tell a quick story, at LA Comic-Con a couple years ago, our good friend here, young Phil from the Distance Nerding podcast, ran into Kevin Smith in the hallway, got to take a nice selfie with him. It was great, but no Sharpie, no autograph, no nothing. One of his idols walked right by him. All he could get was a high five and a quick selfie, but no autograph.
See, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of had the same thing, but I had it with what's his name? Holloran? Is it David Holloran or
David O'Halloran?
Yeah.
Brian. Brian O'Halloran
O'Halloran. Yeah,
from Clerks. Yeah, Brian
yeah,
O'Halloran.
Dante.
Yeah.
So, and it was like the worst time. I mean, when he was coming out of the restroom. I was on my way in, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Oh geez, can I take a picture with you?" He's all like, "Sure,
Yeah.
let's take a picture." I was like, "Sweet." Took a picture with him, but I never got an autograph because I didn't have a pen or Sharpie on me or anything to sign with. So,
Oh no.
yeah, I mean, I have the proof that I met him. I have the picture,
Yeah.
but it's like an autograph would be great. So,
Yeah. And you know what? He's a super nice guy. He's really good to his fans, and he's super funny. He's such a good guy. Yeah, when I went out to dinner with him a couple months ago,
oh,
he
God.
was so
There we
nice.
go.
Oh God, I couldn't say enough about Brian. He's so amazing. Shout out to Brian O'Halloran. He's awesome. And spending quality time outside of the con, just enjoying a good meal with a friend. I need to say friend. With a good friend like Brian, nothing beats that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend, Brian, also. I mean, Brian Volkweis, but that's a whole different story. We
Oh,
won't go.
that's no, not fair. Not fair.
I know one day you'll get back at us for kind of sliding into the
We are rivals. Now that we talk about it, we started out this podcast as like we're friends, we're buddies. It's a sister podcast. You're more the sister, but now we're rivals. Okay, I see how it is. All right, lines have been drawn.
Oh, yeah, but didn't you get to hang out with Ming Cheng? Oh
Ming,
wait, no, you weren't.
Ming Chen. Oh yeah,
You were there.
again, another person. We go hang out. We have drinks together. It's great. We had Malort. Nothing like sharing Malort with a good friend like Ming Chen from Clerks and the View Askew universe and Brian O'Halloran. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I hung out with him too in Utah, which was a lot of fun. He was a great
Utah,
guy.
give it two.
So,
But okay,
all right,
going back. Let's go
yeah,
back because
let's get back on track. All right,
we're
so
getting mean to each other. That's what happens when you're old. You get ornery. Uniform cosplay.
Uniform and cosplay tips, guys. Okay, let's start off with break in those freaking boots because those are the hardest things to break in when you're getting out into the field. You do not want to be climbing around or going around and start to get blisters. Blisters will compromise the mission. You will be down. You will be crying. You will be asking for a medic, and everybody's going to be laughing at you as they walk by. Well, okay.
That is so true.
I'll be laughing at you as I walk by.
And honestly, if you're going to a con and you're gonna have fun, the last thing you want to do is ruin your fun by not wearing the right shoes. So if you're cosplaying, I get it. Just be prepared to bring that extra pair of shoes. Or if you're gonna be at a con and just walking around a ton, make sure if you're gonna wear like, Converse, maybe think about doing something a little bit with some padding, maybe some Adidas or something.
Yeah. I learned from actually last year, I didn't even think about it. And I actually was running around in my Vans.
Mm-hmm.
Day one was awful. And usually day one for us is like, it's just the meet and greets, walking around, talking to different vendors, getting them lined up for interviews and stuff. But I had to go home and I had to switch out my shoes the next day.
Yeah, totally.
Chelsea's saying I'm wearing Doc Martens. Then this is all I got to say.
Yeah, lace them up tight. Actually,
Yeah.
Doc Martens have a lot of soul. There's some padding there.
Yeah, they've got some bounce to them, but they're heavy. And like with us, what we do is we're not just walking through the con, and once we've gone through it, we're going home. We're going up and down those aisles multiple times, going over to different panels and all that stuff. So for us, it is essential that we have good shoes. I've got a pair of Under Armour wear whenever I go to these events because there's just no way I can make it through it without something like that. Because holy crap, Vans are just not I don't know, when I was a kid, it was I dumb or
You were young and you didn't know any better. So if you felt pain, it was pain. You just got to deal with
yep,
it. I'm looking at your slide here where it says cosplay repair kit. That's
yes,
so smart. I've seen so many cosplayers with like things just falling off and like they're like I don't know what to do. Some cons are setting up like cosplay repair stations, but
yeah,
it's better to keep it all on you
oh yeah.
somehow. Yeah, that's
Well,
awesome.
and that's
Such a good
like
idea.
at our booth that we are going to have James, not this James that's on, but another James who was with us last year, who does cosplay repairs. He's actually a freaking amazing foamsmith, and he does a lot of cosplay out in the Fresno area, which he does classes for kids. And
Awesome.
yeah, he's a great dude, and he actually has his little table set up, and he will repair whatever you bring to him. He's got all kinds of supplies there, so he can get you patched up, ready to go, and back out onto the cosplay floor or back onto the con floor to get more.
And that is at the
Just this James 866 booth, Project H
rude.
Star.
Yes, thank you. 866. Awesome.
But as James said, this isn't a bad idea. If you guys have, a bag that you want to carry, that it doesn't have to be massive, it doesn't need much. It's just a few things in there, scissors, tape, some glue. Super glue is always a great thing to have. And a sewing kit, mini little sewing kit. So there you go, guys. Clothespins, they're always great. Or in the days of MacGyver, paper clip, some duct tape, and a freaking Swiss Army knife, and you're good.
So funny.
All right. And then comfort is greater than accuracy. When it comes to the all-day patrols in the convention center, if you're wearing, as James mentioned earlier, yes, you want to be in that cute cosplay costume, whatever, and you want to have the right shoes to go along with it. You want to have the high heels. James usually likes high heels. I don't
Yes.
know why.
Mhm.
Just
It makes my legs look good. It draws attention to my calves.
okay. So think of not just the here and now, the short time, but think of the long-term mission, which is get through this day of con. So you might want to carry an extra pair of shoes that are
Mhm.
comfortable to wear. Sacrifice a little bit for your comfort, and you'll
Yeah.
move through the day.
Save it for the end of the day. The last hour or two, you can just kind of hang out. Nobody's going to
Yeah.
judge you.
No, I mean the bulk of the, like, if you're one of those, it's like looking for the photographers. The bulk of that is happening at the beginning of the day up until about lunch, and then it kind of dies out after that. So you can then switch over to another set of shoes, and you're golden. Chelsea says, bring an extra pair of underpants too.
Yeah. Bring an extra set of underpants.
I-
You never know who you're going to run into. And you just may be super surprised and shit yourself. So bring an extra pair. Again, if you're eating all those granola bars and beef jerky, you may have some issues. So be prepared.
That's true. All right. So thank you, Chelsea. Extra freaking pair of chones, because you never know what may happen. So, oh my gosh. All right. We're moving on to the next one, which is panel and mission objectives. So, again, my good friend here, James, had already mentioned some things like panels. So, study the op order. This is something that, as far as us in the military, we do prior to whatever mission we roll out on, is we have multiple warnings coming through, giving us an update of what's going on. This is something you guys get to do also when it comes to, like James mentioned, he was reading one of the emails that had what in it, James?
The after party, is that the one?
No, about Ultraman. It was the
Oh yeah, Ultraman Omega. They're gonna have a huge like Ultraman Omega kind of. I think what are they calling it? Like an activation?
yeah, it's an activation because they've got multiple things going on. But you got that in an email, and you know about what's going on. So
Mm-hmm.
check your emails because you might be able to see what's coming up ahead, and you can start planning out in advance what you want to go to. Great thing about the panels at this place, they're right there, huh?
What's right there?
The panels.
Oh yeah, they're right upstairs. They're easy to get to. There's
Well, you know what? Honestly, last year I went with you to that one panel. It was about podcasting,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
that was my first panel that I had ever like where I went into a room that I had ever gone to.
Really? So that's actually a good point. Don't sleep on the panels. They're so much fun, and it usually runs the gamut of like all the different types of fandoms that are out there. Go have we saw a wrestling panel for some of the local promoters that are here or down in LA, and
Mhm.
it was awesome because next thing you know, some wrestlers started breaking out into character and it became like a big show of all the different characters yelling at each other, hyping it up for their next show. I'm like, oh, this is fun. And then sometimes you'll see friends at panels like our friend Jamie Jirak. Shout out to Jamie Jirak. She was hosting a panel for her podcast about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And it was awesome. We got to hang out with her and talk to other people. It's amazing. So make sure you check out the panel schedule, and there's a ton of panels happening all the time at LA Comic Con.
Well, on top of that, the main panels, which is the great thing that you had mentioned, is right there up front in front of everybody.
Oh yeah. The exhibit floor, the main stage. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I really like that. And it's funny because a couple of promoters have asked us about like, hey, what do you like when you go to cons and how would you set it up? And that's the first thing we mentioned is LA Comic Con having the main stage on the floor. So all that energy from the exhibit floor, from the panels, starts mixing around, and you're having such a good time with so many people. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's that feeling of cohesion of all coming together, which is really awesome about LA. I've gone to WonderCon. WonderCon has a they have a small stage, but then of course they have another because they kind of mirror San Diego,
Mm-hmm.
where they've got the big hall. Whereas same thing with San Diego, they've got Hall H, which you got to sit in that line and hope that you can get into whatever panel it is, but you're missing the con because you're sitting in this line waiting. So kind of sucks. But oh, look who's on in our chat.
Mm-hmm. Look at
Mm-hmm.
that, young Phil from Distance Learning Podcast in the chat. But going back to the panels, what's nice is if you lay it out, and actually the LA Comic Con app is a really good source when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to scheduling things out, looking at the panels ahead of time, favoriting which ones you want to go to on a day-by-day basis. And then, as things come up, maybe you want to see a panel, but things change and you skip a panel, or like if I miss this panel, what else do I get to do? It's all right there in the LA Comic Con app. Don't sleep on the app. It comes
Yeah,
in super
don't. And you can download it now. It's not something that you just have to wait till you get to the con to be able to down. And they constantly update stuff, so you're constantly in advance know where you're going to go. And they've got a lot of great signings too. So if you haven't bought a ticket for that to go to one of the signings for the big people, you still can. I believe they still have tickets for those. And also those that are not in those rooms, there are going to be a ton of people on the floor still out there to be able to meet and get up and close with, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's another good point. Is that there's going to be the big stars that are going to be there: Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany, Charlie Cox. They're going to be on stage and charging a bunch of money for the autographs, well deserved. But
Mm-hmm.
also go check out the exhibit floor. There's always a ton of uh, exhibitors that have special guests. Like, I think Project Witch is going to have a special guest or two, but then
Yeah.
like a ton of artists are going to have their own table. If
Mhm.
you're into comic books, a lot of comic book creators have their own table where you can go meet and greet and get them to sign your own books. That's really cool. You know, the books that you love, you cherish, you can get those creators to sign those books for you right there. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome.
It is really cool to be able to do that. And actually, I want to say he's a friend of ours. He's a friend of the shows from Diabolic over there. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. I don't know what exactly it is, but from Diabolic LLC, which is actually a great comic book company. They're small, but they're up and coming, and I love their comics. Which they're going to be at LA Comic Con. You get to meet several of the people, but who I'm who we've had on the show, which is Phil Mucci, is going to be there, which I'm really excited to be able to see him. Phil, if you're watching, if you get a chance to watch, I'm going to be bringing you, not Phil from Distance Learning, but Phil Mucci. I'll be bringing your t-shirts to the con so I can give you guys that. Allison Stoner from Cheaper by the Dozen is going to be there.
All right. Okay.
Which one? Yeah, she. All right, cool. I don't know who that is, but awesome.
Yeah, I like it. But along with that, I was gonna say that usually there's a ton of like voice actors that are on the exhibit floor itself.
Yeah.
You know, meeting and greeting and signing autographs. So if you have a favorite show, make sure you check out LA Comic Con and check the app and see who's going to be there, because you might have a favorite cartoon or animated show, and you might be able to get to meet some people that are going to be there.
Yeah, David Earing, who actually is the voice of Ferb, is going to be there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I believe even the voice of Phineas is going to be there too. So he's a friend of ours. Just
okay. All right. All right.
All right. Anyways,
all right. Here we go.
But yeah, there's going to be a lot of great things you guys could do while you're at LA Comic Con. When you're at any con, it's always good to, again, plan out your day, see who's where, what's where, who you want to meet, who do you feel like is more important to you. The bigger names are a little harder to get to, and you are going to be spending a hell of a lot more money to get a picture with them and just say, hey, I liked you in this. And they're going to be like, and then you're rushed off by the people. But the people that are on the floor, a lot of the artists, a lot of even like the older actors, I hate saying older actors, but actors from like a lot of the TV shows and stuff will be there, and you can meet them. I believe the cast, a good majority of the cast of Aliens will be there. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm really excited about a lot of this, and these are things that I've started to appreciate more going to the cons, was meeting a lot of these actors that I've grown up with, or are in these movies that I watch. So there you go, guys. For panels and your mission objective, that's what you got to do. So moving on to the next section, which is vendor hall recon.
Oh yeah,
this is what we do, or at least this is what I do on Fridays.
Opening day. Yeah.
Opening day. I roll out, and recon is very important, especially when it comes to planning out how you're going to spend your money, where you're going to spend your money, and what your path is through the con. So James, do you think it's a good idea just to roll through a couple times, like one time, just to see everything before you start spending?
Oh my gosh, yes, because notoriously prices are high the first day or two. Saturday they're super high, but Sunday is the day to make deals. So your best bet is to scope it all out. Like, it kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something, super specific, there may be one or two vendors. But if you're looking for, say, a Funko Pop or a certain collectible, you might find it at a few different vendors. So why spend it at the very first one you get to, because you might find it in literally the next aisle, and it could be $10 cheaper.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like last year, I think I picked up a you know, the what do they call the style boxes? The mystery boxes that they sell, and they've got like
Mhm.
so last year I went past those booths because I think there was like two of them last year, and they usually are piled high, and
Yeah.
you're looking at them. It's like, oh man, they look cool. They've got a lot of cool stuff, but went past it, back and forth all day, and it wasn't till Sunday, literally the last hour, that they must have been pulling the boxes and selling them and stuff like that. That I saw a labyrinth box. Labyrinth,
Oh,
yeah. So I was like, oh my God. I walked up. I was like, I'll take that. I was like, that one's cool.
you're
So
like, "Here's
had a
my
lot of
wallet.
cool stuff.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I'll take it."
just take it. I'm I don't need it. But anything Spy Family takes my money. Anything Warhammer, her husband buys. That's Chelsea over there.
Oh,
Spy
nice.
Family. What's Spy Family? Oh, that's right.
Like
I
that
remember that.
anime,
Yeah,
Spy Family.
yeah. All right. But okay. So Phil says, "Shut up and take my money." Hey, Phil, I'll take your money all day long.
Yeah,
So
he also said that Starship Troopers cast will be there.
yeah,
So thanks for chiming in. You're doing your
I
part.
dude, and Casper is actually a really cool dude. I got to meet him at WonderCon this past year.
Mm.
Really nice guy. And I mentioned military, and it was just like he almost literally just was turning his back on me. And then I said, "Oh, yeah, I'm with veteran." He's like, "Oh, really?" And he turned around. I was like, "Gotcha, knew it. That's right. I'm doing my part."
There you go. There you go. Yeah,
But
there's real quick going back because we mentioned Starship Troopers and some like not the big Marvel characters or big Marvel actors right now, but like Starship Troopers. You mentioned Phineas and Ferb actors will be there. Baldur's Gate, some voices from Baldur's
oh yeah,
Gate will be there as well. Demon Slayer, Genshin Impact, One Piece. There's a ton of stuff for people, and it's great. Amazing Digital Circus. Lizzie Freeman, who's we've got to interview before. She's amazing. So go check out all these amazing guests
which
at LA Comic Con.
if you guys don't know, and James mentioned it too, is that there is a second building. And
Mhm.
that's where, when it comes to the anime stuff and the anime actors that are signing and everything, a lot of them are going to be at that other building. And not a lot of people go over there. So it's usually not so packed. You get to spend a little bit more time with these actors, and they do give you a little bit more time to talk when they're in that building because it's not packed. Hint, hint. As in the military, we do the stomping our foot on the ground. Just letting you guys know. But try, and we joked about, yeah, Phil said, "Shut up, take my money." James said that I basically handed over my wallet. Yes, it happens, but try to be on a budget.
Mhm.
Like, kid you not, be on a budget. Don't blow it all. Don't start busting out the credit cards because you're like, oh my God, it's the only place I'm going to find whatever it may be. Trust me, there'll be other places where you'll find it, because you do not want to be insufficient at the end of this con.
Okay, I'll hold on. I'll be honest with you.
All right.
Sometimes if you don't go to a lot of cons, this is your chance. Sometimes you just got to blow it up. So maybe you do got to activate that credit card and get ready for it, and be ready because there's going to be some things there you've never seen before and some collectibles that you've never thought you'd ever be able to put your hands on. Just be ready. Have fun. This is your life. You be you. You could deal with your problems later. Maybe
This is true.
maybe there's your favorite comic that you grew up with and there's a slab version and you're like, I have to have it, and it's only $400 to have a comic that you own on your wall. Make it happen. Don't hold back.
I think the most I've ever spent at a con, and I kind of went crazy with like some shirts and some one time, like one-off prints of things, was
Mhm.
about $400.
See, there you go. Blow it up. Have fun.
But it's the last con of the year. I usually do save up money to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there we go. James, Go bankrupt.
Yeah, go bankrupt. And actually, so your last piece on this slide is Artist Alley. Definitely go spend money in Artist Alley.
Oh yeah, I've met quite a few people in Artist Alley that are like just trying to get their comic books up and running.
Yeah,
Super cool people. Always happy to
support the little guy.
I still have those. Yeah, like this is Broken Ore Comics, which he was at a small con that I went to. Super nice guy. Has a great comic called Billy the Kid and the Ripper. It's about Jack the Ripper and Billy the Kid. It's a dark comic, but it's pretty awesome. So there you go, guys, with your vendor hall recon. Next, we're going to move on to health safety protocol. This is always something that's really important when it comes to soldiers, is making sure that we are healthy and ready to go. And the biggest thing with it, which is drink water. Drink water. Drink water.
When you say drink water, you mean actual water.
Actual water.
Not like the water that's in coffee.
No.
Or the water that's in an energy drink.
No.
Huh.
Drink water.
These are new. This is new.
Phil said right there, drink water. That's what we used to hear while we were in basic. And we would have to chug some water because the biggest thing that hurts you is dehydration. So Chelsea mentioned bringing them extra set of chones. If you're dehydrated, guess what you're going to be doing? Right out the freaking butthole. It's happened. I've seen it. Didn't happen to me, but it
sounds like from experience. You've seen it.
Experience of seeing what happens.
And again, we mentioned it earlier. There's water stations at LA Comic-Con at the convention center where bring your water bottle, fill it up, you're good.
Yeah. Seriously, you got to stay hydrated. Energy drinks, like, don't get me wrong. Energy drinks is and caffeine is basically what fuels me. Like, caffeine and hate. Upper half is caffeine, lower half is hate. Just
that's why you started a podcast. Caffeine and hate. It's perfect.
Exactly. This is fueled on caffeine and hate. But to be honest, if you guys really don't know how caffeine works, if you are dehydrated, it is not going to work as well as if you are fully hydrated. So all it does is continue to dehydrate you. It makes you feel even worse. And the caffeine doesn't kick in. It really won't. If you're 100% hydrated, that caffeine kicks in instantly and you are a go. And all you'll need is one energy drink and you'll be fine. So that's
actually some education I didn't know. So that
really
helped. Yeah. I don't know. Oh my God, I'm tired. I should drink a Red Bull or have some coffee. But you're right. I should probably drink water first and then look at you. The more you know.
Hey, knowing is half the battle.
Right.
G.I. Joe.
I like it.
No, but it's true. I mean, this is stuff that we've been taught as far as in the military. We're taught that we got to be drinking water, and then energy drinks can come later. But also on top of that, not only do you need the water, you do need to take a break. So James did mention sitting down, looking like a goober, plugging your phone into the wall because your phone's dying. But it's also not a bad time to take a break because what time does con usually starts about like 9, huh?
9 or 10 doors open, depending on the con.
So LA, I think LA's 10. No, LA's 9 on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes till 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're planning on being there from 9 to 7, that's a long day of just walking around.
Being on your feet, walking on concrete, in
going upstairs,
maybe some uncomfortable clothes if it's cosplay.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Here's a question.
Okay.
So
right.
Say you're at a con and you're buying stuff.
Yes.
What do you do with that stuff? We talked about putting it in a bag, like maybe what if you buy like autographs and like posters and stuff like that? Like how isn't that hard to carry around all day?
Yeah, I would say it is. Like, I know I've seen a lot of guys that like will have tubes, the poster tubes.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay.
you roll up the posters. If you have something signed, you just drop it into the poster tube. If you have pictures that are autographed, you also can drop it into the poster tube. The nice thing about those poster tubes, especially if they're not like super long, they can attach, you just slap that onto your backpack, slide it
Mm,
into, and you're walking around hands free with it inside your bag.
there you go. That's
So,
smart.
yeah, poster tubes. I know that I've seen some people carrying around binders also that have
Mm,
like just the 8x10s for autographs, and then they'll slide that. And then again, just like back in freaking grade school, high school, you slap that thing into your backpack and you keep rolling, man.
okay. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shoot.
back to taking a break. I think
Yes.
another good way to handle that is if you need to sit on the floor, don't sit on the floor. Go to a panel room. Go enjoy you a talk that somebody's going to give, or see an artist, or like an artist that you didn't think was going to be giving a panel. They're super interesting to go to the panels.
I didn't even think about that. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah. Plan out where
Yeah, usually
you're kind of midway and then go to a panel
yeah.
again.
Yeah, right
Hmm.
outside the main entrance to LA Comic Con, there's a stairway. It takes you up to the panel rooms, and there's just like 5 panel rooms right
Yeah.
there. Just pop in, hang out. I think there's even a water station up there. So, and bathrooms, it's a good way to like get away and decompress for a minute and just kind of enjoy yourself. That's what we do a lot.
Well, and also that up there in that area, it's usually pretty quiet. Like it's not a lot of traffic going through, and it's another way to get up and over to the other
Yes,
side.
that's the only
So
way I know to get up and over. Is do you have to go outside? Some people go outside. I
no,
don't
there's
know.
that corridor down below that
Oh
you
yeah,
go
yeah, yeah,
to.
yeah. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, we
okay.
use that too. But that thing that gets packed, and it's talk about PTSD kicking in. Whoo! Yeah, no fun.
Does get
But
nuts.
another thing, and this is kind of a big thing that, and I've heard it kind of reiterated a couple times from other cosplayers over the years is, and the way it's put here is respect all civilians in cosplay. Cosplay is not consent, and I know this is one of those cheesy lines that I but it is true.
Totally agree. Respect. Respect.
Yeah,
We're one big community. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin your time. Don't ruin somebody else's time.
exactly. Just because they may be wearing something that is like, oh my god, oh whatever, show some discipline, be respectful. You want to take a picture with them, ask them, do everyone a favor, and unless they allow you to be able to at least say, hey, is it all right if I kind of put my arm around you, or best if you just, you know what, keep your hands to yourself. That's a great idea. They want to kind of hug you or whatever, let them do that, but be respectful and kind of keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get thrown out of a con for beating somebody down because I hear some girls yell, hey, why did you touch me? Dude, I'll go hands because that ain't cool. I'm just saying.
Agreed. I'll let you do the punching because I still got to buy stuff on the exhibit floor. But yes, I totally agree.
All right, James, we've got we'll work well together.
Yeah, it's great. I'll let you know how the rest go.
But all right, guys, and we're coming down to the end of it. What? I'll make sure that I have an industry pass and a media pass like I did last year. So I'll be like, oh no, you're throwing me out. I'm media. Okay, I'm coming back in.
Throw it back in. Put on
My
a
brother just
mustache.
got thrown out. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened, but I'm industry.
I like it. Smart move. Smart move.
Yes, always. But of course, guys, moving on to the last thing, which is some pro tips. Some pro tips from a couple of veterans that have done this before. So always, we're going back to the always pack an extra pair of shoes or a pair of extra socks, especially for day 3, because whew, funk, boys. We smell the funk from everywhere. But socks save lives. So I'm just saying with your feet. Bring cash. I mean, James, how many times have you gone to a booth where they're like, "Oh, all I do is take cash"?
I have seen that. It's so funny because I was at Chavo Guerrero's booth
Uh-huh.
and I was gonna pull that card where it's like I don't have any cash. It's so funny because he wanted me to buy a shirt. He was pushing on it, like, let's get a shirt, let's get a shirt. And I was like, oh, sorry, Chavo, I don't have cash. Next thing you know, young Phil in the chat goes, I have cash. Here's $40. I'm like, you just spent $40 on a shirt? He's like, it's Chavo Guerrero. I'll buy anything from Chavo Guerrero. I'm like,
Oh my God.
all right, I'll give you that. So I have a Chavo Guerrero shirt, so I can't complain too much.
Thank you, Phil.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of them that would prefer cash. Cash is still kind of king when it comes to this because if you guys don't know, the cash kind of goes unseen sometimes. And also with a lot of these apps, they do charge them for service fees and all that other stuff. So make sure you guys have some cash on you guys. You don't want to carry a lot of cash because there are people that still will see that and they'll try to pick your pocket. No joke. No joke. And finally, we got this is something that is important if you're going with a huge group of people, because whenever I've gone to these things with groups, it's like everybody wants to scatter. Everybody wants to go to different things. Everybody wants to, but obviously you want to come back to your group. So make sure you mark up a rally point. And this is something in the military we always do. This is our rally point. This is where we're coming back to. If something goes wrong, this is where we're coming back to. If everything's fine, we're coming back to this point. So designate a meetup spot with your squad in case of your comms go down, which is your cell phones. Again, batteries for your cell phones, so that doesn't happen. But for any reason, obviously set up a time, set up a place to meet. If you got kids, parents, no joke, set up a rally point for these kids, even if they do have cell phones, because you want to make sure that they're okay. There's a lot of weirdos. I mean, I'm on this show with one right now, but
exactly. No, actually, that's a really good point. That's a really, really good point with kids, because kids are going to be so enamored with so much that they're seeing. It's kind of a visual overload with everything that's going on, and sound and everything to see and to touch and to grab and buy. So yeah, definitely be aware of what your kids are up to, head on a swivel, because I can see kids getting lost real quick, and not even because something's going wrong with somebody else. They're just too caught up in the moment.
Yep.
So just be aware of what your kids are up to.
Yeah. 100% keep your head on swivel. Keep freaking checking your six if your kids are right behind you, because you want to make sure that they're still there.
I will also recommend one other thing. We end up having to Uber a lot. So just get whatever app you're going to use. If it's going to be Uber, if it's going to be whatever the other one is, Lyft, just be ready to use it, even if you have to walk a block or two to make it a little bit cheaper,
Yeah.
Just be ready to use Uber, because, there's not a lot of parking close to the LA Comic-Con, so you're going to have to park kind of far, or a hotel maybe half a mile to a mile away. Just be prepared. You may want to Uber, depending how much stuff you're carrying. So have a good time. Just be prepared.
That was something that Chelsea, she's left now, but over on Instagram had mentioned about parking. It's not cheap. As the days go on, the price goes up. The highest price is going to be on Saturday, just so you guys know. I think the most I paid was $40 for parking, and that was on Saturday. And I still wasn't even that close. Sunday, I had to bite the bullet and pay for the parking right there in the convention center, because I obviously got to offload my stuff or load it back up. So I paid for the parking in that spot. But James is right, guys. Kind of, and this goes, it ties back into the whole military thing where you're doing a recon of the whole area. You want to check the outside, and then you want to check the inside, because the outside is where you're going to be parking. Don't depend on parking right up at the convention center, because you will be paying the price for it. Trust me, you will be paying the price. There are places that are several blocks away that are cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to walk, which then again, your shoes come in handy because you don't want to have to be in pain while you're going, but it's a little cheaper.
Right.
So,
and wouldn't you rather spend your hard-earned money on an autograph or a collectible in the con versus paying for parking?
yeah.
You know? So
So
be aware.
be 100% aware, but that's our mission brief, geeks. Remember, stay hydrated, stay squared away, and keep your head on a swivel. Surviving the con, thrive at the con, and as always, this has been your Comic-Con Survival Guide from the Geek Saga Field Manual. You guys are at this time, and if I timed it right, I was going to say dismiss.
Just scoping your civilian wardrobe. Pretty cool, huh? Take this. It could save your life.
Hoorah!
Oh,
Hoorah!
hoorah!
Who?
You know that?
Who what?
Do you know what hoorah means?
No, I don't.
It means whatever we want it to mean, because it's just kind of a whatever kind of answer. It's just to blow people off.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Well, hoorah!
Exactly.
Hoorah! Hoorah! Yeah.
Hoorah!
That was enlightening and educational. LA Comic Con. Be prepared for any con. Could be LA Comic Con. Could be whatever. But I feel more educated nowadays.
Do you feel ready? Are you now ready for all the cons come up next year?
I actually didn't know the whole caffeine and hydration thing. So, because to be honest, I'll wake up and have a cup of coffee, and then I'm tired by lunchtime still. So I should probably.
And for those of us that are older and we need that caffeine fix, not like you, that caffeine fix, because we need the caffeine in our body. It really doesn't do anything. And if you're drinking cup after cup after cup, and that's all you're doing, it gives you a short buzz. And then it gives you another short buzz to get to the next cup. It won't sustain inside you as if you were 100% hydrated. And the days that I'm like seriously hydrated and I have a can of Ghost, there's like literally no stopping me at that point. I am just go for hours.
Interesting.
Out of my system, and then I'm like, all right, I'm good. So there you go, James.
Hey, you are a lot smarter. You are so wise in your old age.
Oh, you know what? Listen, look at this. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. Like, I want to know who dyes your hair because it looks really good. And like, you can't even. You could barely see your bald spot in the back. You know.
You know what? That's it.
I can only tell because
the
way your light is reflecting.
Thanks. Yeah.
You got a white balance.
This is all my head. It's my whole head of hair. It's still there and it'll stay there.
It's a lot of head.
But anyways, James, I do want to say, honestly, I love having you on. I always love seeing you and talking to you about whatever it is that we may be doing. I really hope that next year, maybe we can actually team up at more cons.
Yeah.
Because that would be actually really cool to hit a couple of those cons. Because last year I did do Utah, and it was with Phil and Ray, and
that's awesome. Good.
Yeah.
The DeLong families were there, and that was awesome. Yeah, I mean, if you want to come up to any of those shows again, if you want to go to Oregon, Reno, but I mean, there's more shows in between us. You're in LA, I'm in Sacramento. There's stuff in the Bay Area, or there's stuff in, like, say, I don't know, Fresno. Fresno is actually blowing up. They just had Anime Fresno. We can go see Dave.
Yeah.
See what he's doing.
Yeah, which, I mean, they are starting to have a lot more in the central area, which is actually really cool. So let's see what we can do next year. And I've been saying this for the last few years where it's like, yeah, we're going to plan all this stuff out. But of course, unfortunately for my type with my job and David, we get pulled away in a blink of an eye. This year was him dealing with a lot of the stuff that was going on. We were fortunate enough that we stayed away from the fires, but all the other stuff, he was taken away for a time. So I was even noticing that as I was typing up like number of episodes for this year, we're like a little over half of what we did the year before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Last year was 50. I think we hit like 51. We were short one episode. This year, we're barely up to 28.
You guys have been busy.
Yeah. That's a lot of...
For good and bad reasons. But, next year, we're going to hit it hard. There's still, if you want to go to Fandom Con, maybe we should go to Fandom Con. I know it's in San Jose. It's in November. Let's go check it out. Come on.
I'm going to have to think about that one.
I'm going
to think about it and see what this...
Let's get through LA Comic-Con first.
Yes, because I'm already stressed as it is. And, you mentioned all these gadgets that I have. I have a ton. And I'm trying to sort through them all to get myself ready for LA. And it's rough.
Yeah. But it's a good problem to have.
It's
going to be fun. It's going to be amazing. Take lots of pictures. Take lots of video.
I will.
Have a good
time. James.
Yes.
Let us know where we can find you on a regular basis type thing. Not so much at home. We know that's where.
Well, you're not going to find me at home because my house flooded a couple months ago. So we're staying at an Airbnb. So you go to the house, it's empty. Things may be wet. But if you need to get a hold of me, just go to @DistanceNerding on Instagram. We tend to check Instagram the most, but we got @DistanceNerding on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, Facebook. We're all there, but @DistanceNerding or distancenerding@gmail.com. And get a hold of us. We're there. We do a live show twice a week, sometimes 3, because we're that fancy.
You're that fancy? Wow, but your house got flooded?
Yeah. When was it? July, middle of July, house flooded. The entire first floor, the line that goes into the toilet, from the clean water, it's not stinky water, clean water, came off and was just shooting out like a hose. So the entire first floor just got flooded from front door to back door. We have a 2-story house. Front door to back door, it's wet. So they had to gut everything. So all the carpets, all the linoleum, all the hardwood, like in the kitchen, in the family room, it's all gone. So it's crazy.
Sucks. That's crazy.
It's good times.
Yeah, good times. Jeez. I thought my AC going out was a problem. I fixed it real quick, but that sucks. But man.
It's not fun. And you know what it looks like? It looks like the con floor, the very last day of a con. It's just
empty.
Mess and empty cement everywhere. It just looks sad. Man. That's what my living room looks like. That's my living situation. It's just sad end of con vibes. That's what it is.
That sucks. Wow. Yeah. That's not good. But guys, all right. Well, if you guys are looking not just for distance learning, but for obviously us at the Geek Saga, everything is the Geek Saga. The Geek Saga, except for YouTube, which is Geek Saga 70, the Geek Saga 77, if you're looking for the channel. And look on the live area, because that's where you're going to find everything. We're not just putting them up in the videos, but next year, who knows? We'll be working on more stuff. But
yes,
guys, we are not going to be back next Wednesday because we are going to be preparing for LA Comic-Con. That is my day where I'm doing nothing but final checks of all my stuff, making sure I'm loaded up and ready to go, because Thursday we're loading in to LA Comic-Con. We'll be setting up everything with Darren over there, getting the booth up and running, getting everything wired and running, making sure that I got actual good comms there, because we need comms for that. So we are not going to be back next Wednesday, But you will find us at LA Comic Con on the 26th, 27th, and 28th. If you haven't got your tickets, get over there. There's still tickets to be able to get in and check it out. Come by our booth, say hi, say you want to play one of the games, and we'll play one of the games with you, and we'll have some fun. So, but again, check us all out. Check us out at all the Geek Saga that you can think of. We're at it. All right.
Yes.
So,
hey, since you're not going to be on next week, you can come see Distance Nerding on YouTube at Distance Nerding on Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and come get nerdy with us since you can't geek out with Eugene.
I mean, it's you know, if you're looking for a second rate, I mean, there you go.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go. I can't wait to hear. I'm gonna miss LA Comic Con. I'm so jealous of you, and I'm jealous of the booth that you guys put together. It's so amazing. I can't wait to see pictures and video. And you go live on Instagram more than anybody I know when you're at a con. So I totally appreciate that because it gives me a chance to like see the con, see what's happening, meet cosplayers, see vendors. It's awesome. So keep going live on Instagram during the con.
Well, shoot, man. I mean, you're just being so nice. I feel obligated to say something nice about you.
Yeah. Like my hair.
I like your glasses.
Yeah.
So
right.
no,
Okay,
no, honestly, guys, if you guys are looking for guys that travel a lot and go to a lot of cons, obviously Distance Learning is the place to go. They've got, like he said, they've got their rundown, which is on Tuesday. They've got their build that's on, was it Thursday?
Thursdays.
Yeah.
And then gaming stuff on Fridays. And it's all on YouTube, all at Distance Nerding.
There you go, guys. Check them out. Make sure that you guys hit up these guys and say hi to them. And then, of course, us come back, see us next weekend, all 3 days at the con. We are going live. And he's not kidding that we are going to be Instagram. We'll be on Instagram, we'll be on YouTube, and we'll be on Twitch for the full time that we're at the con.
Awesome.
So, guys, all right. It's been fun. It's been great. But, of course, I want to say come back to the same Geek channel, same Geek time, but it's a little different. But we'll see you as the saga continues.
Thanks, and keep nerding together.